Alright, let's get into Black Gulch. This area is basically the second to last meeting that you'll have with Lucatiel, assuming that you do everything correctly. And did everything correctly, for that matter. So let's get that, and... oh, I missed. Let's see if I can get that. Got it! And I got that. Get this little thing out of the way. There. So where is the area that I got? Okay, it's right there, that ledge I gotta drop down to. First, I gotta get rid of these stupid statues in the event of invaders. Because, you know, invaders. And I'm poisoned. Goody. Get out! I think there was one game that I actually played back then. Or, no, actually, no, not back then. It was like on this website that had retro games on it. I don't remember what it was called, but it had this other really terribly designed game at the time. Apparently it was like voted #2 worst game in the world. You played as some elf named Nigel. The control scheme was completely awful. Nobody liked it. I could be wrong on it being at #2, but yeah, it was pretty bad. And what had happened was, I played through it, and of course I was getting absolutely frustrated because the control scheme was just absolutely infuriating me. No! Got it. Get rid of these. Get rid of that. Scraps of life and a torch. Large soul of a nameless soldier. Get rid of these statues. Just in the event of people invaders. Because, you know, invaders. Large titanite, right? But yeah, so I played through that. Oh, right. Came from above. And got rid of that. Cool. So should be right here. There. Made it. Oh, look at that. I need a key for it. It's locked. Don't suppose there is a lower area. I think I dropped to the wrong ledge. Okay. Look carefully. Yeah. Woodland Child Victor. Okay. Yeah, I dropped on the wrong ledge to get to Lucatiel, but whatever. We gotta get through these guys anyway. Because they should drop me something. Oh yeah, they dropped me Soul of a Last Giant. Or no, Soul of a Giant. Soul of a Giant. Ring of Giants and Petrified Dragon Bone. I'll just poison them to death. And we'll cut back if anything interesting happens. Probably not. And that's one down. Hey, come here. And that's two down. They gave me the Forgotten Key and the Soul of Giants. Fantastic. Great. Now I don't have to worry about that for a while. Let's get out of here. Right. So as I was saying, right? Some of the old games were kind of good at the same time. Actually, I don't remember what I was saying. I was talking about that old game, and I hated it so much. Hey, look. The face of a giant. Right there. Anyway, let's go. So there's Woodland Child Victor. So let's get rid of these pools. Wait, how did that miss? It was spot on. Okay, let's grab that. And like that. And like this. And now that's all the poison pools. Come on, poison it. Yes. Or is he immune to poison? Yeah, he's got really high level, rather high poison resistance. Yeah, there's no way I can poison him. He's too high of a... Get out. And goodbye. I shot him with how many poison arrows, and that didn't do anything to him. So, human effigy. Thanks. Oh, there's one more. And I gotta say, the game's actually kind of evolved really greatly when it comes down to control schemes as well, because that game was just unbearable. Still don't remember what the name of it was, but all I can really remember was there was a fairy that followed you around called Friday. At least that was the English name. I don't know if there's a different name, Japanese or something like that, but yeah. We played as some elf by the name of Nigel. Terrible name for an elf, by the way. I wouldn't really think of them as named Nigel. Oh, it's this guy again. Alright, fine. If you really want round 2, that's fine with me. Just don't try to do some of your stupid tricks. Because that gets really boring. Okay, well. Radiant Life Gem. You're seriously gonna try that? You're seriously gonna do that? Alright, fine. I'll just do this. I'll do this. Get out. Okay. Bye. Oh, okay, so they can do it to me and I can't do it to them? Fine, makes perfect sense. Come here. Oh, look at that. Feels awful, doesn't it? Keep going for the backstabs and eventually it'll work. But also, you keep going for backstabs on me. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. You don't like it, do you? Jerk. But yeah, the control schemes have definitely evolved over time, and I can certainly see it. Especially since, you know, gamepad, or rather game controls aren't as flat as they used to be, but, you know. I still remember playing the Super Nintendo, and I can tell you, it wasn't that bad. The only thing that really stopped us from playing the Super Nintendo was when the control pad stopped working. You know, it just wouldn't respond anymore, so... I guess that's how it is. That's just how it goes. Alright, so let's see, is this... This is where the ledge is, I believe. So this should get me to it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this should be where Lucatiel is. Look at Teal.
Oh. You... My thoughts are very scattered.
Suits.
What is this curse?
I don't know.
The question rings in my mind, but I haven't the focus to answer it.
Cool.
Loss frightens me no end. Loss of memory, loss of self.
Can I just give her a human effigy?
If I were told that by killing you, I would be freed of this curse, then I would draw my sword without hesitation. I don't want to die. I want to exist.
I don't know about
I
that.
would sacrifice anything at all for this. It shames me, but it is the truth.
I sometimes question, how do people actually even get cursed? And because when you think about it, like in Dark Souls 1, people were just randomly branded with the curse of the undead. So I question how people even get cursed in Dark Souls 2, for that matter.
Sometimes I feel obsessed with this insignificant thing called self. But even so, I am compelled to preserve it. Am I wrong to feel so? Surely you do the same in my shoes.
Well, I mean, I've done that before already, so...
Maybe we're all cursed. From the moment we're born. Sometimes I...
Okay, great.
Maybe from the moment...
So that's all her dialogue. And these, on the other hand, can get out of here. So tired of these dumb statues. Okay. I wonder, is the other NPC invader going to invade now? No? Okay, fine. Didn't want him anyway. Hey, buddy. Fragrant branch of yore. Let's go. Hey. Out of my face. But yeah, games have definitely come a long, very, very long way. Especially in terms of controls, because that was just completely awful. I hated it so much. Don't get me wrong, I managed to get through it, but at the same time, please, just... I don't know what the developers were thinking at the time, but please, it was just... You guys could have done so much better. Come on, Lucatiel. This is your final boss fight. And I need you for this, so I can finally get the meta achievement, or rather, one of the achievements that I've been missing this whole entire time. So come on! Move, Lucatiel. Yes, thank you for getting down on the cliff. And we'll just repair real quick. Alright. Oh, aren't you scary? Ooh, get out of that. Okay, that actually hurts. Lucatiel, can you tank for a bit? I guess I'll tank. Alright, so lesson learned. Lightning does not very much to it. Well, I'm glad I got away for that. Come here. And there he goes, and Lucatiel survives. So that means now she's gonna give me her equipment. Soul of the rotten old dead ones. Fire seed. So that means that now she's gonna give me her equipment without me having to dispose of her. And she's going to do so politely and thankfully. You know, full of gratitude, like, oh wow, you're so cool and you're so handsome. Thank you for freeing me from this curse, you incredibly handsome, cool guy. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm awesome, aren't I? Petrified something and some spices. Okay, so let's go light this up. Primal bonfire lit. The primal bonfire was rekindled. Well, that's great and all, but I need to go back real quick. For two things. I need to go and talk to the guy down here with the forgotten key, now that I have it. Let's see, where is the cliff? Should be right about here? Yeah, it's right here. Barely visible, but here. Use forgotten key. Okay, hey buddy. Yeah, I know about the dark being nascent within me. You stay there, though. Alright, so now we need to go back to the gutter. Let's see. Yep, the gutter, upper gutter. Let's go. Okay. So now that I'm here, there's gonna be two doors for me to open right here. Get out of my way. Wait, he lives? Maybe I do need more strength. I don't know. Maybe I should just start using the Ruler's Greatsword. Because the Ruler's Greatsword is a pretty strong weapon when you have a million souls on you. Could just be me, though. It was also my favorite weapon to use in PvP back before it was nerfed, and even then I still kind of used it because I had a 3-hit combo that was just completely stupid. Alright. All of this. I think that should be Havel's equipment. Yep, all of Havel's equipment. Well, except for the Dragon Tooth, but, you know, you can get that in 2 different spots. So, that doesn't matter. Now I gotta keep going and go open up the other door, which is all the way over there. Right. Now I just have one problem. Actually getting there. I guess there was no other door. Huh, weird. Okay. Okay. Now let's get down. We gotta go all the way down. Way, way down. And then the next area should be, I believe I have to go through the Misty Forest, and then Brightstone Cove, Seldora, and I should be able to get into, yeah, all of Brightstone Cove, Seldora, the Duke's Deer Freya, and then that should basically be it. I should be able to get into Dranglake Castle. Soul Vortex. Dragon Talon. Witch Tree Branch, Witch Tree Bellvine. And Great Lightning Spear. Alright, that should be about it. We gotta get back to Majula again, and then that's basically, we gotta go over to the next area, which will be past the Pyromancer Lady, that you have to unfreeze with a fragrant branch of yours, so we'll be doing that on the next time, so see you all in a bit.